the next thing we do is to see that everything works correctly, so we open Microsoft Word 2010 again, click, and then we begin a new template. You always do this, start a new script by clicking on File and New, and then the Scriptwriters Toolkit appears in among My Templates here. So you click on My Templates, and then you have your own personal templates that you store in progress, and the Scriptwriters Toolkit, which is here under Scripts 5. So we click on Scripts 5, and here you can see all the templates. It's easier to make out which they are if you select one of the other view options. So that was large icons, this is a detailed list, and this is just a list of names. This is the easiest one to use, so let's choose one to start with. Say Hollywood A4. Hollywood A4 is the nearest thing to a film script for Hollywood. The A4 means we're going to print it out on A4 paper. If we were going to print it on US letter, we'd use this template instead. The difference is that they are arranged to have the same area within this page, 9" by 6", and so the margins are adjusted for US letter or A4 to get you that exact 9 by 6 inches in the center. Right, so we click on Hollywood A4 and click on OK. Now the first thing you see is the About This Template screed written describing my system, and you just can read that at your leisure and then continue. This is part of the automatic facilities of Scriptwriters Toolkit. Now you're expected to type the title to your script, so we'll call it Test with Word 2010. Okay, and let's change the title. And the next thing that comes up is the cast list, where we type in the names of the 20 most significant members of the cast, or up to 20 most significant members of the cast. So let's say we have a Tom, Dick and Harry. So this one's Tom, tab, Dick, Harry, Mary, Elizabeth, a policeman. That will do for our first script, so we click on OK, and that's updated the cast. So the next thing it asks you to do is to save the initial version of your script. It's in its empty state at the moment. This is the first of your backups. It's positioned it in my documents. We're actually going to put it within a subfolder called My Scripts, which I created earlier. If you need to create a new one, you can simply right click on blank space and do New and Folder, and then rename that as My Scripts. So anyway, we're going to put them in this one, My Scripts, so I'll double click that one. This is the title of the file now. Obviously you want to make it roughly similar to, but it doesn't have to be exactly the same as the title of the script. So we put in Test Word 2010. You OK it on this button, which is just off your screen. If you wanted to make it compatible with earlier versions of Microsoft Word, you could have chosen the file type in the automatic save just now, or you can do it again now. File, Save As. There's the one we saved just now, with a docx extension showing it's of the new type Word, and we can choose the old type format down here with this drop down list. We drop that down and we choose Word 97 through 2003 as the type. That's a plain doc, and then do a save, and that will save it in that format. So we're now working in the old format, which means that the automatic saves that take place at whatever intervals you chose for Microsoft Word will now go into that particular type of file. What you see here is the first page of the document based on the template, and it consists of what I call a crib sheet, which shows you all the rapid keystrokes for the characters and for the other functions. And it's useful to print this out at this stage at the beginning of each new script that you do, and you'll use this to refer to give you the keystrokes for quick actions. Okay, so to print it we only want the front sheet, so we want File, Print, drop down this list here and choose Print Current Page, and then click the print button. So that's the first aspect of it. And now to engage the Scriptwriters Toolkit menu bar, as we call it, or used to be called menu bar on Windows XP, and to get rid of a lot of this clutter up here, you go to Add-ins, and there we have the functions for the Scriptwriters Toolkit. We can't see all of them here because the capture screen isn't wide enough, but when you do it on your screen you'll see the little smiley face that's been mentioned in earlier documentation and so on. But we can also get at the modify title one from this option here. These menus change slightly with particular templates. This is the one for modify title, and here we could change the title of the script if we wanted to. Word test with Word 1000 perhaps you just decide to call it just Test Word 2010. If we OK that will change the title of the script. We can change the character names by clicking on here, so we can change the members of the cast. Here we can do additional page breaks and things like that. Now if I click on this here, we should be able to see the extra ones over here. Yes, here they are. So here's the smiley face, which is the same character list here. There's the T for test for the title again. This is camera stage directions or visual exposition. This is name style if you happen to want more than 20, dialogue pin, and this is a page break which you used in the final setup. When we scroll down now, you come to the title page, which you will type in the obvious things later on, and then you get into the script proper down here. So it's already got a couple of slug lines already built in here. You can choose whether you want int or ext and remove the other one. So if we start with an ext, we can remove that one by highlighting it from the right and then delete, and then we can type in the first external, the Victoria pub morning. Press return and it immediately goes into visual exposition mode. I'm not going to go too much into this at the moment. Control 1. etc., etc. Now that's sufficient for the purpose of testing. So we can do a save, which we can do with file, save, or we could have pressed this little floppy disk symbol here, or as you can see, if you press Ctrl S it will do a save, so save it there. Now just to complete the testing operation, let's just see whether the make submission script process works. Now we haven't finished this real script of course, but you saw that I slid the toolbar sideways again using the side thing here, and then we click on make submission script, for which there isn't an icon. This is always a menu option. Click on that and you'll see that it saves the reworkable script that's still attached to the template as the file name with underlined final on it. So we OK that, and then it saves the submission version. It's stripped out the macros, it's stripped off the crib page, and it's turned it into black and white from colors. So there we are, this is the submission script, and then it completes the operation. So there's our very first test script, all in black and white, ready to be printed or turned into a PDF file for submission to some suitable producers. You'll notice that with the removal of the template, the add-in option for the menus has disappeared. That concludes your tests. Your Scriptwriters Toolkit is now completely set up and ready to go, and the initial procedures of how to start a new script have been explained to you. So that's the end of this particular video, and I hope you get on very well with it. Have fun. Goodbye.